Yo, mic check, mic check. It ain't easy being cheesy, people. It ain't easy, alright? Bada bing! Yo, what we listening to? Rise of the Northstar. I've never properly checked this band out. This first track, The Awakening, has got 88,000 views. So I didn't know as to whether this band would have that much of a market or not. Seems so. I'm expecting Beatdown, but they got picked up in 2014 with an album I can't find a playlist of, so I didn't just want to like put the full album stream on because I'm not breaking that up. I'd rather have it track by track. Metal Blade put it out. Am I right in saying that? That was in 2014. This is the second album. I'm not necessarily going from the get-go, which is what I normally do with bands. I tried and I failed. I just thought, you know what, we've been listening to a bit of hardcore as of recent, in particular a couple of beatdown acts, because we had No Retreat on last, and I swear we had another one on, or actually we've had a bit of slam on as well, to be honest with you. So, you know, each to their own, same old, isn't it? It's heavy music. This is Rise of the Northstar, which I initially thought were an Asian act, but it turns out they're from France. From France, alright, but the imagery they use is the contrary. Anyway, this first one's The Awakening. I don't know what to expect. A lot of French people in the comments, so might not have anything too interested to read. Or at least I can't read it. This one's The Awakening, let's go. I don't know what to expect. Drop-tuned, metal-infused, you know, riffy, beat-down music, that'll be it. Sipping on a golden monster, killing myself slowly and surely. I don't recommend it, don't do it. It's devilish, that's why they call it monster. That's why the force feeds you it and it's everywhere and there's so much money running through it. And you need to look into the symbolic imagery that is used, alright? It runs deeper than a brand. That's enough game for one day, yeah? Just watch some programme. If you're in England, you might know it. It was called Baby Reindeer. Television series, supposedly based on a true story. It'll be a little bit fabricated, I reckon. Bit of dramatics, bit of theatrics, but it's pretty good. Let's go. Yeah, I'm gonna start by criticizing the hell out of that. That was so jarring, bruh. Yeah, I'm gonna start by criticizing. That was shit. Legacy of She is what we're listening to. Basic. Let's keep on going. We got Here Comes the Boom coming up. Does somebody want to give me insight into a little bit of history of this band? Let's keep going. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. Nuclear Blast put this record out. Maybe Nuclear Blast also put out their first. I thought I read Metal Blade. I must have been wrong. You know, potatoes, potatoes. I sort of aligned the two labels together. Rise of the Northstar is what we're listening to. Here Comes the Boom, the official music video. We don't care about the video though, to be honest. We're here for the music. So I will be blocking up half of the video. It's irrelevant, innit? This was tuned to standard. Arguably could be like what we heard in well, it could be a lot of things, a lot of thrash metal style of riffing if this was in E standard. Very heavy metal. You know what I mean? What suicidal tendencies in Join the Army. You know what I mean? Rhythmic like that, groovy metal. I'll be real with you. I don't like the outfits. I don't like the outfits. It's not real to me, man. Lurks in my shadow, hate wage sign. Like grandmother, untouchable ram. Crime after crime, it consumes my soul. Day after day, I lost control. I try to react, fight back, kick back. Retry to confront, red tags by night. Worst is coming, reality's ghost. This is the cost when you become the host. Humanity's lost, birth of the beast. Right after my demon, will be unleashed. Fist in the air, stories on. Weapon of destruction, I will turn alone. Rafi says this is the best band across any genre right now. People really like the band. I think my younger self would appreciate this a little more so than what I do right now. Not to be, you know, disrespectful at all. I said it respectfully actually, because the essence in myself definitely sees why this band would be appealing. But as of so far, riff-wise, it's just been bog standard, hasn't it, really? Speaking of good French beatdown, I saw a band a long time ago. I don't know if they're still going. They're called Providence. That was a really good band. A hard band. That was Here Comes the Boom. I thought it was corny. I didn't like it. Let's keep on going. Neketsu, do you know what? I'd sort of be a little less vocal if they didn't dress. So I don't want no dressing up like that, man. I came across this via a list entitled Best Beatdown Hardcore Albums of All Time. I don't know if it was this one in particular that was on the list, but Rise of the Northstar was referenced. So, you know, here we are. But I want a little more reality. We've got Neketsu coming up next, if that's how it's pronounced. There's ROCKSTEADY, King of the Pit TV signing in. Yeah, we are in the pit for this one. Rise of the Northstar is what we're listening to. This one is entitled Neketsu. You tell me if that's been mispronounced. I don't really care. Let's go. The rise of the vertical video. Official vertical video.
Get up. 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 Get the fuck up. Light doesn't wait, it's time to wake up. Take your range from the bottom to the top. No more questions, no more talk. Round the clock, moving to overcome your fear. Yeah, my dear, perseverance is the real deal. Boom, second act, do you feel that? Yeah, that's right, you just blew us back. It's time to rise. No compromise.
That's hard. I like the way them gang vocals are produced, and I really like the vocal melody. I like the gang vocal melody. That's catchy. That's really good.
It's time to rise.
That's really good.
No compromise.
Getting into it a little bit more. I know I started off being a bit of a hater. I mean, don't hate me for that, but yeah, I like that. I like that.
Rise of the North, some always moving. We'll find answers on the way. Intergalactic underground rolling. Shibuya slaughter. As a matter of fact, I'm an egomaniac. Analyze this and deal with that. Attack of the thinking cap, ready for the contact. And we'll make our best go back. It's time to rise. No compromise. It's time to rise. No compromise. You're gonna hear yourself before you mess your life. Recognize yourself to open up.
Rickety Rise.
You're gonna hear yourself before you mess your life. Recognize yourself to open up a new path. It's time to rise. No compromise. It's time to rise. No compromise.
That was catchy. Out of the 3 tracks we've heard so far, that was definitely the best one as of so far. Arguably, The Awakening, the first song, was an intro, so this was a lot better than Here Comes the Boom, in my opinion. The people liked Here Comes the Boom, and I can see why, but no, not for me, man. That was really catchy. I like that one a lot. Let's keep going. Kozo is coming up next, alright? There's ROCKSTEADY, King of the Pit TV. We are listening to What's the name of this record? It's entitled The Legacy of She. I think that's what it's pronounced. It's by Rise of the Northstar. Let's jump back in. We've got Kozo coming up next. Come on. So that Prodigy, Firestarter, eh? Let's go. Heavy, heavy. That's what we want. Good riff.
Introduce you to the master, natural disaster, Northstar, shadow forces, lord of the ground, 3 black horses, him and I will bound. The rigging expedition in the east of Asia, back in the day, one morning of May, a samurai's demon came and hid in my heart, to show me the way, metaphysic rebirth.
Come on. Some chunk behind them chugs, yeah? That's heavy, that. Come on. What's the last riff gonna be? What's the last riff gonna be? I hope it's a good one. I hope it's a good one.
It's my life. It's my fucking life.
Come on, get to it.
It's time to run.
That's some baby metal melody, that, you know what I mean? Some nursery rhyme melody, come on. Interesting. It was it's nice to hear that they have a little bit of leeway with the experimentation, you know. That bridge section there, that like sort of spoken word bit was quite experimental in a way, you know. Is it necessary? That's up to you. I'm not too fussed. Don't think that was the best track on the record. We got Teenage Rage coming up next. Let's keep going. Yes, now bless. Now don't forget to rest. Now there's Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV. We're listening to Rise of the Northstar tonight. The legacy of Shy perhaps. I don't even know. Teenage Rage is the title of track number 5. Let's go. What do you think of this comment? Someone says guitars sound exactly like on the first Slipknot album. What do you think? Is that right? Dun. Come on. Nice. Bro, that drummer needs to show off a little bit more. That was neat. That was really good. That was some Keith Moon shit right about there. I got no to comment on as far as that rap part's concerned. It sounded alright, but I guess like this style of metal music and like rap does go hand in hand. Over here where I'm based, as far as like beatdown is concerned, you get a lot of grime crossover, but I find it a bit corny personally. I actually thought that was executed quite well on that track we just listened to, but over here it's just sort of like, you know, I'll be real with you, it comes across as a bit false half of the time. But that sounded alright. That sounded alright. I really like that drummer showing off in that track though. I think drummer needs to allow himself to shine a bit more, because that was the first sort of consideration I gave to the drummer, and I was very impressed. It was really good. Step by Step coming up next. There's ROCKSTEADY KOTP TV. Step by Step is the title of this one. Track numero 6. Rise of the Northstar is who we're listening to. Let's go. Legacy of She. Powerful, emotional, Bullet for My Valentine intro right about now. Metalcore. Sounds like Kill Switch Engage. Come on now. This band will be tuned to Drop D, I reckon. This is a drop C actually. C for Charlie.
Have you ever felt like burning while your head's spinning, finding pain in the abdomen, and a lot of memories? Remember, sigh, like you were Kurt Cobain. You don't sleep anymore, and nobody can understand your distress. Psychological war, a loved one gone forever. Not easy to live after death but a disaster. A light went on in your city, and you can't look anymore at this fucking graffiti.
I like this. Nice. I like this tune. Nice. This is a really good tune. There's an emotive value to this. Great guitar tone. Sounds like Steve Vai.
My parents were so incredible. They moved from this world to the heavens so holy. Teenage tragedy. I know they side by side watching over my fucking good story. Both of you, sayonara. Hidden on my cap, I feel your aura, and I'm still
ba 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 ba
I will keep my promise and rise from my cage in the changing mind. Bend up my life, do what you want, what you want, what you wanna do. Step by step, step by step. Go like you want, like you want, like you wanna go. Step by step, baby, step by step. Do what you want, what you want, what you wanna do. Step by step, step by step. Go like you want, like you want, like you wanna go. Step by step, baby, step by step.
That was the best track so far. That was the best track so far. You know, when from the intro to the second track, I was hating on the band, to be honest. I didn't see much quality. I thought basic riffing. I thought it was quite corny as far as like the dressing up was concerned and this and that. But as we continue to go through the record, I'm starting to see this album as very cohesive and just a good project. You know, it's keeping itself entertaining. I'm actually starting to enjoy this record quite a lot. This is Crossover is the title of this one. I'm looking forward to see what comes up next. Let's keep going. There's Rocksteady King of the Pit TV signing in. This is Crossover is the title of this one. We're listening to Rise of the Northstar. Let's go. The Legacy of She. We're thrashing on this one. Come on. Not wrong about Crossover, eh? Ba-ba-da. Here we go. Very hate breeder. That riff at least, you know. Come on. Here we go. Come on. Big breakdown. Big breakdown. Get up. Come on. Pretty good. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. I like the thrash at the start. I did like the thrash. And it sums up the title of the track pretty well. We've got Cold Truth coming up next, which is track number 8. Alright, it said there's 12. There was 12 songs in this playlist, so we might be missing a track out considering one was deleted from the playlist, but hey, that's not my problem. I'm not going to see how many tracks were on the initial. I don't really care. We got Cold Truth coming up next, alright? Yes, now blessed now. Don't forget the rest now. There's ROCKSTEADY, King of the Pit TV. We're listening to Rise of the Northstar. This one's entitled Cold Truth. It's track number 8. Let's go. Legacy of Shape. Get up. Ooh. Nice little hi-hat coming here now. 1, 2, 3, and...
Yippee-yo, yippee-yay, it's back to school, order of the day. First thing first, you need to know the truth. Don't trust anybody, including you. What counts is word in your history book. Take a look, pick the lock by hook or by crook. Put your values aside, it's my advice. Eye for an eye if you try to this. Wanna test me? What? You wanna test me? What? Can I get up? Understand it's not real. Time to give up. The end will be bloody. Can I get up? Understand it's not real. Time to give up. The end will be bloody. Can I get up? Understand it's not real. Time to give up. The end will be bloody. Can I get up? Understand it's not real. Time to give up. The end will be bloody. It's like this and like that and like this and since I was a kid I really had enough. You can ask a question but choose it carefully. Strange conception of the right to liberty. I did my best but never agreed with you, with her and all these creeds. Sanction after sanction I moved away till I felt myself standing with my own key. Move the fuck away. What? Move the fuck away. What? Can I get up? Understand it's not real. Time to give up. The end will be bloody. Can I get up? Understand it's not real. Time to give up. The end will be bloody. Can I get up? Understand it's not real.
These dudes are actually playing very soon over here. In 2 weeks they're playing in London.
Time to give up.
I wonder who will.
Can I get up? Understand it's not real. Time to give up. The end will be bloody.
I wouldn't even call this beatdown hardcore in all honesty. I'd call it heavy hardcore, yeah. I don't really want to even call it hardcore. It's just so metal, but here we are, I guess. If you want to abide by what the genre entails, I'd call it heavy hardcore, mate.
Shut up and learn. Shut up and learn. Shut up and learn. Shut up and learn. Learn the way we've chosen for you. The time, the space, we control all you need. A global vision by a global crew. Manipulation starts with what you read. Read them all. Read them all. Read them all. Read them and get them all.
Heavy.
Can I get up? Understand it's not real. Time to give up. The end will be bloody. Can I get
It was pretty good. I didn't like that chorus section. I really liked the verses, and I like that breakdown there because of that single note, boom, that genty-esque. They're just a great guitar tone, man. Just really allowed the aggression, the attack on that string to shine. We got All For One coming up next. There's ROCKSTEADY, King of the Pit TV. Rise of the Northstar is what we're listening to. The Legacy of She. This one's entitled All For One. Let's jump in. Track number 9. At least it's number 9 on the playlist, you know. Is this a guest vocal, or is this another member of the band, or? Shout out to Bryce Scorfia, composer, Erwin Menez, composer, lyricist Victor Leroy. Or Victor Leroy, maybe. Good riff. There's that Firestarter guitar as again, Prodigy Firestarter. Wow. Come on. Ba-ba-da. Few good riffs in there, I didn't think too much to the, the more brutal vocal. I don't think it suited them as well as, what we've had prior to that. So hopefully we can sort of just get back to basics on this one, vocally speaking. It was alright, like I said, a few half-decent riffs. I think the guitar tone really shines when they do that single line picking stuff as opposed to like the power chords and whatnot. Furio's Day coming up next. Yo, what's good? King of the Pit TV, that's Des ROCKSTEADY at King of the Pit TV, KOTP TV, Rise of the Northstar, The Legacy of She. This is track numero 10. Let's go. Furio's Day, if I pronounced that right. And then we've got the title track coming up afterwards. Let's see what they got for me, huh? Might start with a little bit of a rap vibe, judging by someone leaving the comments down there. Here we go again.
Here we go again. I'm back in black. Leo Paris, MC Sayonara. Just call me one punchline. Saitama feature. Since 2008, it's the same direction. The land of the rising sun, Ocean Stadium. We roll on that. Time will give the verdict. But after 10 years, you better dans ma technique. Je te parle à toi et à toute ta clique. Where are you now? Where's your critique?
Come on.
Je plonge quand je chante pour te montrer la voie. My voice flies from Brooklyn to Fukushima. 1910, I race under my flow. Dead bands everywhere, fucking scene needs a hero. Nécessaire à ce mort, j'accepte de t'éduquer. Car Titanic ta mère, ta carrière a vite échoué. Joue la course en T6, it's gonna be classic. Basic, step back and learn about my logic.
These dudes are really good at doing like these hip-hop instrumental moments. In particular, it's just the drum and bass in it. The bass lines are really good. And the last time we had like a little bit of a rap feel in one of the last tracks, it just had an old school 90s hip-hop feel, you know what I mean? Like an instrumental from a Mobb Deep or something like that. Just that bass line, fully frontal. That was an alright tune. I didn't mind that one too much. Let's finish this record off. We've got the title track coming up next. The Legacy of She. Let's finalise this. Let's go.
Fast acting long.
There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. Rise of the Northstars, who we've been listening to. The Legacy of She. I'm going to finish this off with like a overview, final overview of this record, and I'll give you my final thoughts and so on and so forth. I'll rate it out of 10 for you and all of that. This is the title track. Let's finish this record off. There was one unavailable video on this playlist. Hey, I'm probably missing a track. Maybe I'm not. Who knows? Who cares? Not my problem. Let's go.
Microphone check, 1, 2. Microphone check,
1, 2. Come on.
3 to the 5 without the 4. One of the homies decided to stay offshore. Hardcore dance raw version. I don't forget the mission. Strong competition. Passion is passion. Time is for reaction. There we die. I'll be ready for the aftermath. I repeat. Every time we will fall, we get back on our feet.
honest, it's very like Rage Against the Machine. What do you think? What do you think?
Tall buildings in sight, but something doesn't seem right.
Ba-ba-da, ba-ba-da, ba-ba-da,
The stars
ba-ba-da,
disappear, the storm comes
ba-ba-da.
near. Dark soul revealed, the master will reign. Soul brings the pain, soul brings the pain. Dark when revealed, the master will reign. The sword breaks again, sword breaks again.
There we go. That was a fitting end to the record. I don't know if the playlist would have composed it in the right sort of track listing, but if that was the end track, then that'd be an half decent track to finish on. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm gonna do one last video, yeah, before I go to sleep, and I'll see you there. I'll see you there. Yo, yes, now blessed now. Don't forget the rest now. It's Des Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV. We just listened to The Legacy of She by Rise of the Northstar. It's the second LP, or at least I believe it's the second LP, by the band, French band, which was quite surprising, to be honest with you. You know what I mean, as far as the imagery is concerned and so on and so forth. I never actually caught on that it was a French band, which I guess is props to, you know, the sort of imagery and branding the band has. It's realistic enough for me to think it was elsewhere. So, where do I start? I came into this record thinking, oh, it's just going to be another boring, you know, 3-fret, drop-tuned, mundane heavy hardcore band, which I can't stand heavy hardcore. I think it's so basic. I don't like it. I just don't like it. I think it's not my cup of tea. So I came in with a bit of a bias after hearing the first track, which then carried on to the second track. I'm not a fan of the uniforms and this and that, but that's why this band's been picked up. Not strictly why, but, you know, good marketability, good sound engineering, at least on this record. Good sound engineering and good novelty, so to speak, you know. There's a niche that they're fulfilling. There's a gap in the market, which I've not seen before as far as, you know, this style of music's concerned. So, with that being said, I'll put that to one side and say, as we continue going through the record, it started to grow on me. It did start to grow on me. I came across this record purely as I've got a list in another tab. It states best beatdown hardcore albums of all time, and this one was pretty high up that list. And, well, not this album, but this band was high up this list. And I don't think this is a beatdown band, personally. I wouldn't call this beatdown hardcore. I'd just call it heavy hardcore, you know, as to be plain. I mean, if you want to be realistic, I wouldn't even call it hardcore. I'd call it metal music, but here we are. I've got to oblige by, you know, the categorizations people have put out there in the world. But yeah, The Legacy of She was a pretty good record. The playlist I listened to had 12 tunes on initially, but one of them was hidden, so I don't know if I missed the track. I ended up listening to 11 tunes, so I don't know if there was one that I've not listened to yet. I'm not going to go back and listen to it in case you want me to. Can't be asked. I've heard everything I need. It held a good standard. It didn't get boring, which is good. I think some of the hooks, You might have heard just a little bit of a stutter in my word there, because in hindsight, a couple of the choruses were a little bit corny. I wasn't feeling them too much, and I thought, bloody hell, I wouldn't mind getting this track off, and I don't really want to go back to that section again. But they can compose a good song, get a good hook in at the very least. They know how to put a good chorus on there. Riff-wise, generally basic, but there are some good ideas. With the single string attack on places as far as the riffs are concerned, a lot better than the power chords and whatnot, because the guitar tone was really cool. The drummer showed off at one point, did like this whole Keith Moon sort of freestyle thing during one of the riffs, and we needed more of that. The drummer definitely had some great capability, but I felt was underplaying it on the record, which tends to be the best way about it, but I wanted to hear more from the drummer. Bassist had a lot of time to shine, which is fantastic, because in these type of bands they'll play a root note and it's game over. That's it, generally speaking, in these sort of bands. But the bass had a lot of time to shine, especially during like the more rap infused elements of the band. The bass was fully frontal, just really good. By the time it got to track number 4, track number 5, that's when I started to understand and appreciate the album, because I felt it was becoming very cohesive and remaining within the space they were supposed to be in, but keeping it fresh as far as like different elements in each song and, you know, different ideas that kept it fresh instead of just listening to the same old, which is very easily done in this particular style of music. I think we were tuned to Drop C, felt like Drop C. And what more can I say really as far as a rating is concerned? I'll give it a 6.5 to 7 out of 10, which is respectable, and it is respectful on my behalf. Will I return to this record? Nah. Do I think this band will be good live? Yeah, I reckon so. I reckon they're definitely a crowd pleaser. Me, I would like this band more if I was younger, because I know there's so many elements in this band, or in this music, that would really sell it to me as a teenager. But you know, I'm grown now, man, and I've listened to so much that this isn't necessarily unique to me, and I feel like the whole sort of, you know, the niche and the branding and that sort of stuff, it doesn't sell it to me. That's not a product I'm after in this day and age. No way about it. So yeah, it was a pretty good record, and I'll leave that on that. I'll see you on the flip side, people. Peace.